But
got the Riven.
I think this is T-Tiger's first Riven performance now. I know that Tybe over on Enemy debuted NA's first Riven jungle back over at Rift Masters Invitational. But for Tribe, this is T-Tiger's first Riven performance as well. He's taking it into the Lee Sin, probably one of the few jungle matchups that you can take into this jungle counter matchup. And we have to do a little story time, but first, Smacks, we're going to get another 5-minute one. This always happens.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We got to go for the early trades. We got to set this series off on the right note. With this Riven jungle pick as well, Rafa, it seems like they're carrying on the legacy of the fallen Tybe. We got Tribe T-Tibers in position.
Actually, trying to collapse here on the river.
Yeah, you really want to go for the early jungle skirmishes with Lee Sin and Ahri. They're setting it up right now. They're on vision, though. Broken Wings immediately casted, but T-Tigers can't survive. It's first blood immediately for Hoon. It is traded, but you're already seeing in action the burst potential these two champions have.
Both of the junglers go down. T-Tigers had confidence that because of that blue side advantage on the dragon side of the map, his bottom laners are going to always have...
Which means the Tribe could potentially answer. They've already got Chuck over there.
While Immortals are going to be trying to be content with trading Rift Herald for Dragon, it is a little bit of a boon for them that the Infernal Dragon is the first one, because that gives Tribe a huge scaling advantage. They're able to secure Rift Herald. Can they get out, though? A lot of the reinforcements from Tribe are coming in hot. T-Tiger's on the offensive. There's the wind slash. Takes out Hoon. A flash from Max Green over the wall with a taunt will catch out Charm as well. Or I should say, Iraqi Zoro. Immortals. They are now in the dangers of falling behind on a composition that was designed to accelerate early on, and Tribe are pushing the gas pedal.
Yeah, that was a really solid
point as well. They have the Rift Herald. They're going to try to push for it into this Baron turret.
Max is looking kind of dead right now, though. Sonic Wave #1 missed, but that one does connect. The taunt used onto multiple members. There's no turret saving him at all, and the turret dive is just so easy for them. Immortals get to pick off the support, quote-unquote, with the
hard to compete for in that river, but the vision control, thankfully, is not that demanding from Tribe. They find a pick onto Chuck, though. 3 members onto this Renekton. He's slicing, he's dicing, he's got the Dominus popping. One more Cold the Mink might be enough, but it's not going to be that strong for Chuck. He's going to be down for this dragon.
Really scary amounts of damage coming through right there. Hoon gets a chunk onto starting. Might mean that this package is more difficult to truly land and dive into that back line for starting. Speaking of starting, they're starting up this Drake. Multiple members from Tribe are here first, as Max Green's going to try to be the bodyguard here. Teleport as well for Tribe. They're really securing this objective. Even with the vision for Immortals, they can't do anything about it.
And it's so weird that Immortals, they got that pick. You would think that they would want to go for the dragon afterwards, but Tribe say, you know what, we got the dragon and we find an opportunity to force a fight as well. They get Flash, they get Spirit Rush out of Hoon, and Immortals have to respect the engage. No one goes down in the aftermath, but Tribe flexing their catch someone out with that charm, with a bubble. Immortals can look for a way to back in this game.
Drake is coming back up. It is a Cloud Drake, but why would Tribe care what Drake it is? They just want to be here so they can force Immortals to think about fighting them, which would be a bad thought to have. These fights are going to be so difficult to go for. Immortals might try regardless.
That's a lot of damage. Last Embrace from Old School. Pretty not fun to deal with if you are Immortals. Starting now pressing the advantage. Packages forward. Gets a bunch of burst damage down onto the back line. Max Green with the flash forward onto the taunt. They've already eliminated Charm from the Immortals lineup. And here comes the rest of the members of Tribe. Yikes on the run. Just one more auto attack from Old School will sentence him to death. And Immortals, they are the ones on the run. They flee to the base. Tribe looking at the Baron.
Yeah, Immortals, they don't try to do anything proactive. They don't try to stop this Drake at all. They don't even try to engage a fight. And Tribe just has all of these tools to punish them for their just lack of action. You just dive right in with this Corki package and force Immortals on the run, which they were already. You already know exactly what they're going to do.
Ahri's not the best champion for being able to be a late game mage destruction monster like a Ziggs or a Corki. That That honor goes to starting at this moment. Tidal Wave coming through the base, trying to wave clear this one out. Yikes looking for a potential insect, gets the stasis out of Old School, but at this point, Smacks, the minions are pushing in through mid lane, bottom lane. I think at this point it is only but inevitable.
All the structures are down. The minions are already hitting the Nexus before the fight even begins. Rafa Arakizoro tries to make the frontline battle line set up, but he only gets himself and his teammates snared up to death. Tribe are easily going to take down that game number 1, not even lifting a finger.
Tribe looked so dominant. There was a couple of moments in the early game where Immortals were trading up on kills, but when you're the composition that is meant to be, they have early agency in the Olaf and the Ahri once again. Gragas and Kai'Sa against a Janna Varus. Not necessarily the best in terms of getting prio because it is double ranged. You can fight for it, both with the Cathian Rain and Fermented Cask barrels from Charm. But I'm still a little wary. But if Immortals can either bait Old School and Max Green of overextending, or if they can somehow just fight for that and then pull Yikes and Hoon, then you just have to attack this Dragon duo lane.
Something that Immortals need to be thinking about, and they need to whip themselves into shape for, too. This is not the first diving composition that they've drafted for us today, Rafa. This is the second in the finals. They have to pull the trigger more frequently and more effectively in Game 2 if they want to even up the score in this grand finals. Got that best of 7 on lock. So far, if history repeats itself, Tribe is on track to make the 11-0 dream. Immortals have got to stop this, though.
Look at this positioning, though. So, last time Immortals and Tribe both sent 4 players to contest for the first wave push. However, this time around, because Gume and Charm know how dire it is to get push priority in this lane, they take the opportunity to get full XP from that first wave, shove it in. They're now going to get extra XP from these Krugs, and they're going to be able to hit level 2, so this should give them the push advantage.
Really interesting start to this one by Gume and Charm. Starting is only level 1.
This has to be a flash.
Wow. Oh my god!
First blood! Okay! Wow, starting just completely taken by surprise of where starting was showing up. He starts blue buff, gets level 2, and knowing that starting doesn't have access to Valkyrie, has to burn both summoners, but Yikes is willing to trade for that. A massive turn for Immortals.
That was awesome. Great punish there. On starting just at level 1, he didn't quite finish off that full wave. He was trying to punish a potential move in the river from before. Didn't have that experience online quite yet. No mobility is available to a Corki at level 1.
A little bit to see if we can see how they adapt and change things up to a team that is really trying to push the tempo and acceleration of the early game. Now, Chuck is still really having his way with Arakizoro in this Baron lane. Oh my god, did he even need T-Tigers? It looks like Chuck had that under control.
Running out of mana for your arrows at this point. Old School now is unlocked to do what Yikes just did on Olaf.
Packages also available, as you noted. Old School and Max Green are roaming on over. They don't have Gume quite yet. Charm is here to provide an explosive cask, looking to punt anyone right into the waiting arms of Yikes. Making sure that he can fight for wave control, but notice here Chuck is going to be here for the first of the fight. Old School misses the Chain of Corruptions, but Explosive Cast sends him wide. Package breaks up the fight. Chuck here with the flank, and now it could be disaster for Immortals as Yikes, Charm both eat the dust.
Absolutely is disaster for Immortals, Rafa. The Drake goes down to Tribe 2. Super close on that one. I believe it had 200 HP around there. Now Tribe stacking up in the Dragon lane, going to try to take first turret alongside the fight, alongside the Drake. They're going to get it. Gold explosion on the red team.
They don't even need Rift Vision is in their playbook, but also defensive vision, making sure that they're able to scout out any dives. As we see a dive happening in mid lane, Yikes is forced to run away, popping the Ragnarok as well. Arakizoro giving his life for the greater cause to make sure that his jungler can escape, but this turret will also fall to Tribe.
Oh, it's going to take a bit more than that. It's really, really bulky without those minions. It's got 100 HP left. Tribe don't want to stick around for that fight even after killing the Gator. They can go for it a little while after this.
Chuck still has ulti, but doesn't pop out of the spinning.
No way he
Monsoon
lives.
is giving him a lot of HP.
Okay.
Explosive Cask is huge. It punts Max Green and Old School back into the fray. Flash comes out, but Max Green doesn't escape at all. And Immortals find a needle in the haystack of what seems like another game that Tribe were about to run away with.
Not only that, but they get this mid turret and they can stack up for Drake too. That's a Mountain Drake, the most visible
Barrier
of the...
to escape. Now Hoon has to be the one that defends in the Baron lane. As Chuck might have overextended though. No more members from Tribe. Chuck has Flash available, tries to throw down the Demacian Justice. Not quite yet. He already realizes he's overextended his welcome. That's a nice pick.
So they won't be able to cut down any of that specifically from Yikes. Want to get into this?
Max Green got to be a battle Jan at this point to take down Yikes. He already goes in a little preemptively, but it's a beautiful follow-up from an explosive cast off a Charm. Hoon going in with the Spirit Rush, but Chuck, he teleports to the fight. He says, surprise, did you miss me, guys? I'm still here to play.
Still going, Chuck. He flashes forward with his first ability, but can't get any more lethal hits. Can play bodyguard. He can force Yikes out of this pit, perhaps. Axe over this wall. Yikes gets a fleeting moment of vision onto the objective. Doesn't have a very easy way to get into this pit, and he decides not to. He decides not to go for this potential steal. This is the perfect opportunity for Tribe here. They don't have a lot of ways to engage, but this is one of them. Only onto Charm, but that's all they need. Hoon on the run. Sonic Wave connects. He's going the full distance into the Guardian Angel. Maybe there it is. Okay. He's going to have to revive.
Safeguard.
Can he escape out of this? Hoon at 1 HP. T-Tigers in the Monsoon. All this healing. It's not enough in the end, but it may force Yikes out of position. Okay, it's a 1-for-1. Tribe, they use all of that, and T-Tigers still dies. Very, very tense spot. Doesn't quite connect. That was so close.
I mean, I think he's on a... Is that ward in the bush? Because if it's not,
I don't
then
think
that
it
could
is,
have...
actually.
Oh,
it didn't
okay,
have
so
the bush symbol on it.
Yeah, so potentially could have been a game impactful package is used just to separate the fight here. Monsoon tries to give as much as HP back. Arakizor trying to do his best to disrupt the fight, but it goes down. The rest of the Immortals are on the run. Hoon has to use Spirit Rush defensively, and when you know that's happening, Hoon tries to go back in for one last pick, but doesn't find anyone. The rest of Tribe, they are reigning supreme on the Rift in Game 2, but they cannot take the Baron in the aftermath because there is an Elder Cloud ready to come online.
And there's no possible contest for this Elder Dragon. There's no way that anybody can actually get into this pit. You can try all you like to run up the river, but Hoon is just too late. That's 4 Drakes now for Tribe.
They're just going to burn it down.
Scout it out. Charm is in the vicinity, but where's the smite? Where is Yikes? It's too late. It's already gone. The Baron has been taken. Here comes the ensuing fight. They got us really solid pickup onto starting, but Immortals, they've run out of gas. They're still going, but they've already used all of these resources just to kill the one member. It's a complete ace. As soon as this health bar depletes, Tribe takes that one 5-0. They've got the whole Rift for themselves, and they've got Game 2.
You know, it is unfortunately doomed when the only target that is within your sights as Olaf is the Janna, and the Janna's just toying with you, lingering around the back of the pit like, oh god, don't hurt me, you can't hurt. Flash over the wall at the very last second, forces Yikes to flash over the wall as well, and by the time he realizes, okay, I might have been able to get the Janna, the rest of the team is dead. And Tribe take another game to their name, adding up to the undefeated record board so far, 2-0 in this series, Smacks. 2 more points, and Tribe will take this championship.
And now we get to see Gume and Charm pilot that.
And Arakizoro is going to get the Malphite here. It's not necessarily a fun matchup into Renekton later the game goes on, because Renekton can always go for Black Cleaver, Blade of the Ruin King, allows him to shred through Arakizoro's armor, but Arakizoro not picking the Malphite for the lane, is picking it for the engage options. And look at that! We get a camera! Tribe Gaming, look at them! Oh my god! Gamers! They're real, Smacks.
It's not just the Twitter photo shoots. we get to see them play the game as well in action. Oh, that was beautiful.
That's the best thing I've seen.
Yeah.
All day. Like, we've been wanting cameras of the players for so long because it just makes us feel like, yes, you know, we're casting real people, you know, and and there they are, you know. You get to see the players for who they are. It's not just names on a screen. It's not just avatars. They're real people. They're real gamers, Max.
Gigantic shout out to our production for pulling that one out. You know, they've been with the trade of Rift Herald at the same time, though. They don't really need to go for this fight with Porky Package up. That's really the main lose condition that they have in a team fight, really, is when Porky Package is under threat. So Immortals wait out that cooldown.
Or he can reunite with his marksman. Package was used in the mid lane. Hoon taking a lot of damage. Hoon was forced to use both Flash and Spirit Rush. Chuck and Max Green, they find a flank onto Yikes. It's the insect from T-Tigers. Tidal Wave comes up from Charm, tries to disrupt the fight, but a beautiful pick from Tribe will net the first blood.
Oh, it's a trade of 1-for-1, though. T-Tigers burns down with the use of that Ignite Charm. Could be in trouble. There's an unstoppable force. It lands onto 2 members with the Ignite as well. Max Green under fire. Literally, it's taken out once more as Immortals end up with 2 kills in the exchange.
Okay, Immortals fighting back, though. Tribe, find that in.
Not too bad. Kind of feels like you're playing Earth Lucian at that point.
True.
As vision cleared out, but it's not going to stop the charm. Oh, very nicely done by Hoon. Do they have enough damage onto Max Green? No, they don't. He makes his great escape. Old School diving in alongside T-Tigers. Will get taken out, though, well past his limits. Rakizora still has ultimate. Won't go for it quite yet. They walk away with just that 1 kill. Very nice. You know, they're being buddy cops right now, just roaming around the Rift.
Oh,
the minion.
Lights out, Hoon. Oh, what does it get away?
He's out.
Spirit Rush flashes enough, and T-Tigers gets punished. Charm there with the beautiful follow-up thanks to the Tidal Wave. Yikes now with the Audacious Charge looking for more. The rest of Tribe are going to pair that with the damage. And Immortals still could take a fight.
Rakizora needs to make this moment count. He needs to find that chain reaction, as you're saying. Bring some chemistry to the side of Immortals. There's 1 charm. This could be the moment.
That's a huge pick onto Max Green. That's 1 member gone. Unstoppable Force falls up on the starting. That's another member gone. Tribe have to fight a 3v5 at the moment. So many targets that Killer Instinct could come out from Old School. Blinking HPB Mars on Immortals. But man, oh man, Tribe still looking scary despite having 2 members gone.
Oh, just the presence of the members of Tribe.
Entrance available to follow up on the engage. And look at this. Immortals paying a lot of respect to the fact that they don't have ultimates like the Crescent Guard, no Unstoppable Force, no Spirit Rush available, so it is hard for them, it is difficult for them to get into that pit and challenge. Tribe knows that. They start up the Dragon, it looks like they're just going to secure it for themselves.
Rakizora bailed out on this fight. He has ultimate now, but the window, the second...
Actually could have been a huge pick. T-Tigers. Oh my god.
Really good scouting there with the redemption, but that's not going to stop this fight from beginning. There is the insect. There is the kick onto Yikes, but it isn't going to be enough to kill him. It's not even going to. Crescent Guard is so bulky to deal with. They get the kill onto Hoon. Unstoppable Force is going to equalize the odds. Max Green is out. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Old School looking to pump all this damage into the mountain. Walking away, though. Yikes still alive. He has Smite, but Tribe still feel confident. They're doing Baron.
They're rushing it down, Smacks. 4K, 3K HP. Doesn't seem like Tribe are going to be able to be dissuaded at all. T-Tigers just playing with their food right now.
T-Tigers?
Oh, okay, I guess he's got to wait on the safeguard cooldown. What? Oh. Does he not have it?
I guess he doesn't have it. He might not have made it over the wall when he attempted it right there.
Oh,
but all the same. Well, it is a Baron, but Lee Sin doesn't get to wear purple.
But they don't have T-Tigers anymore. Chunk is overextended. Old School might be the next target to follow up. Starting tries the Valkyrie forward, trying to make sure that Old School doesn't go down. But Immortals, this is their moment. This is their opportunity to follow through. Unstoppable Force misses though. Oh God! Tribe!
Starting still going. He has so much damage. Look at the spatulas flying. Hoon is here.
We
Charm
have
lands.
Everything is coming out, Smacks. The kitchen sink. Everything is being thrown down, and Immortals, they saw a window an opportunity. Know that they cannot burn down the Dragon fast enough. Immortals on the back foot, staring at a potential 3-0 start for Tribe, putting themselves at match point in this series, and they are going smacks.
Oh!
The package through. Iraqi Zero trying to buy as much time as he can with the Unstoppable Force. He's single-handedly taking out T-Tigers. Maybe Immortals can find a way back in this fight as the GA is being popped on the starting. Immortals maybe look to regroup right back on the starting. Look for the re-engage, but Old School with the Killer Instinct gets some chip damage right back onto Immortals. The Elder Infernal is still available. No jungler available though. IMT. Wow.
They're scouted out, but I don't think anything can be done about this one to stop it. Tribe, that's a clean Baron for them, but the Malphite's in. That's a full Unstoppable Force landing onto nobody. The team fight is now underway. Tribe takes out one. They're looking for more with this Baron buff. They have a slight buff, and it's going to be enough to completely wipe everybody. That's 3. Iraqi Zoro and Charm on the run. Teleports in. Tribe, they're starting to make it a 10-0 in this tournament, Rafa. Game 3's done. They're on match point.
Smacks. We are on the verge of witnessing the greatest North American team in Wild Rift not only clinch a championship title.
Not that strong in that early game. You're really going to potentially give up a lot against Ari and Xin Zhao. But what you miss out at that stage of the game, you make up for tremendously later. Now, Rafa, another really big development in this draft. Charm is playing Rakan for the first time today. This is that champion that he tweeted out so confidently. If you don't ban Rakan against me, you will lose. I am the best Rakan player in North America. You have to ban it. They haven't banned it throughout the entire day. Charm hasn't decided to pick it, but this is the time. On their last leg, Charm gets his signature champion.
I like how they even got a ward in within this blue quadrant jungle because of how before Yikes had a little cheese moment from going blue buff and then showing up mid lane where starting just was not expecting. Starting gets the first push thanks to Chuck being with him on that first wave push. It's an early ward.
Skipped out on those Raptors, I believe. And, Yikes, instead, goes bot.
Old School and Max Green face check into a wild Xin Zhao. They weren't expecting him to be here this early because T-Tigers is also on the side of the map. Charm picks up first blood for Immortals, but T-Tigers, thanks to him, is able to answer back with that counter gank. Picks up a kill for himself.
Counter ganks are really important for a composition like this for Tribe. Ooh, okay. No more engaged plays quite yet. The jungler's dead as Yikes is running over. Oh, Max Green's down underneath his own turret.
They had vision of that bush, and they knew that once T-Tigers dipped over to the blue buff, they took advantage. Gume and Charm able to commit with Grand Entrance and Valkyrie. And Old School might have been a little overextended now. Grand Entrance lands once again, knowing that Old School doesn't have summoner spells. And you talked about it before, Smacks. Charm so confident on this Rakan final. This grand finals here, Smacks.
Yeah, it's just so good for him. Oh, Yikes. He's walking directly into Renekton. He's walking directly into a Riven. Can he get over the wall? No, he doesn't have Flash. Responded by Tribe on the top side of the map.
The Corki, they're the ones for Immortals that have the package available. Tribe are not going to contest. They're making their way over towards this Baron, though, instead.
Tribe went for a preemptive lane swap in the meantime, though. Old School was already in that Baron lane, so they knew this was going to happen. They knew they were going to go for the Rift Herald instead. And it's a Cloud Dragon on top of it, so Tribe don't feel too bad about losing that, as long as they get this one. Oh,
they look for the engage, Unstoppable Force right into the quickness and the Grand Entrance. Look at Immortals. They're wanting to push the early game tempo. They have the ability to do so because they have the tools. It's a double for Gume.
Old School! He tried so hard to they do get a kill off of it. Right back to that turret. Oh, wow.
There it is, Unstoppable Force, quickness, Grand Entrance, T-Tigers is gone. Chuck will soon follow, but Old School comes in with reinforcements, tied away from Max Green, will separate the fight and cause Immortals to flee through the jungle entrance, but a beautiful charm onto Old School, might clip him, no summoner spells to get out alive, he doesn't get even a chance to pop the flash! Immortals still pushing to keep their championship title dreams alive!
Oh, Immortals, they lose out on that turret in the Baron lane, but more kills keep them afloat in this game. Really solid flank position, but I don't think he's got any backup for this. Isn't this redemption?
Look at where the front line is. They're not necessarily frontlining for the rest of Immortals.
Yeah, no.
They have to give up that choke, but they look for the engage. Iraqi Zoro and Charm, once again, the dynamic frontline duo of making the engage, but this time the damage doesn't come up from Gume. He goes in for the package, but he's getting routed off by Hold School and Chunk. The rest of Tribe, they're able to rout off the backliners. Hoon can't get in, has to escape. One more auto attack could do it, but he gets out alive. Yikes is able to deal with Chuck as well. And starting is on the chase. A bomb to the face would mean the end of Hoon, but he gets out alive and recalls. But Tribe, looks like they're going to start up the Dragon now. Yikes is still healthy enough to contest.
T-Tiger doesn't have Smite either. There's no cooldown there to fully secure this Drake. Yikes. Watch out for these bombs. Oh no, one more bomb would do it. You gotta run, man. As now Charm is the next challenger. Woo! What a satchel!
That was instantaneous.
You know he's got one of those arm guys where he just fling him out.
A quick replay cards right there.
Exactly.
Tribe trying to defend this Baron turret. Max Green already threw out the tidal wave. Bubble catches up on Iraqi Zoro after following up from the Mega Inferno Bomb. Charm is huge. Unstoppable force on the follow-up. Immortals take down Chuck. But Tribe, they have reinforcements. Meanwhile, we have another fight in the mid lane. T-Tigers went too far deep. Gets charmed up by Charm. And Yikes is able to give the finishing blow. Immortals not giving an inch. Tribe still trying to hold their outer structures together, but that Baron turret will fall. Whoa. And smacks, here comes the Hail Mary. No T-Tigers means they want to start up the Baron.
No T-Tigers or Chuck, it's half HP right away starting. If he can throw these bombs and be effective on the damage, you gotta run away. You can't do this against Ziggs free-firing into the pit. I like the attempt. The range advantage means that his damage might just be higher anyway if he can stay in the back, stay outside of reach. The only way to bridge that gap might end up being a crazy engage from Charm or a package timer from Gume. Both of those are slightly less reliable than just throwing out a Ziggs bomb, but not going to stop Charm.
Huge two-man knock-up. The grand entrance into the unstoppable force clips out Max Green. T-Tigers is able to make his escape with the flash. But T-Tigers looking for the re-engage. Wind Slash comes out, completely misses. T-Tigers completely overextended here. Can he live out? Death Stands Ignite. It's going to keep him alive. Redemption just enough to keep him topped up and sustained out. Chuck flashing him forward, trying to capitalize. Old School going in with the killer instinct right onto Yikes. He's got T-Tigers there to save him as well. Immortals only down to 4 members. Starting! Oh! He's up! He's gonna get out alive, Tribe! They're still living on a sliver of HP! Immortals still trying to fight back, keep this even as much as they can. They're one starting. They need to take him down. The next dragon is alive at 20. Right now, oh god, Immortals, we're trying to fend them off for this dragon. T-Tigers comes in, but it's Yikes that secures it. Package has split up the fight. Gume is blinking HP bars, has to flash away. T-Tigers still looking for it, but Gume will be able to survive. T-Tigers and Chuck not able to close in onto Gume. Chuck looking for more. Slice and dice. Charm is able to keep him alive. Peeps him back. They dissuade him from taking down Gume, and Chuck will fall.
The kiting is so close for Gume, but he survives, giving startup Baron to bait in T-Tigers. They don't end up killing him. That Charm deals a huge chunk, but they're going to have to try again later.
Watch out for ultimates from Tribe. All of them outside of the killer's instinct is available. T-Tigers goes in. Tidal Wave follows up. T-Tigers able to get a nice chunk out. The Unstoppable Force, grand entrance, the Wombo combos there from Immortals. T-Tigers and Max Green bite the dust. But Immortals have to regroup because Gume, their main damage dealer, is on less than 300 HP. They'll take this moment to reset. Immortals get to find more time to breathe.
Off of Tribe. They're not there yet, but they're getting close.
It would be the biggest momentum swing. It would be the biggest boost of confidence as well, knowing that they would have started the...
Whoa!
They just eliminated Old School! Grand entrance on the T-Tigers! It's not going to be enough damage on the follow-up. They've already eliminated one of the carries, though. Starting has to now be the sole member that splits up the wave clear. But Yikes, being able to trade his HP to force starting back. They get the inhibitor turret. Chuck now trying to re-engage. So much damage from the backside, though, on the Mega Inferno Bomb, trying to follow up from Tribe. Chuck will be able to survive, but Iraqi Zoro is pushing through the Baron lane turret, the empowered Baron minions. Iraqi Zoro just sends Max Green to the death realm with that beautiful unstoppable force. T-Tiger still looking for the re-engage. Oh my god, wait! Immortals! They charge it forward! They're just trying to end the game! They want to keep themselves alive! 800 HP! Immortals! They will stop the shutout from Tribe! They will take on Tribe and ruin their undefeated streak by being the first team to take a game off of them in the past 20 matches. It is not over, though, for this series, but it could be the start.
Led Iraqi Zoro taking the Barbarian top against Darius. Quite a risky play, I will say. Darius, a very tricky champion to break through. And Iraqi Zoro has had some tough times playing the Bruiser matchup. Renekton was available for him, but they decided to move that Olaf up to the Baron lane, taking the Xin Zhao again for Yikes. Maybe this is more of a Yikes move than a Iraqi Zoro move. Maybe Yikes is feeling more confident in his Xin Zhao play today. But regardless of who made the call, it did end up with Olaf top. And Chuck might snowball this out of control if it ends up anything less than perfect for Iraqi here.
Immortals, if they recognize with this pivot that Dragon Lane is going to be very hard to gank, and there's no play there, I need to see Hoon and Yikes play for Iraqi Zoro. If you're going to give him this Olaf, don't just let it sit in the side lane. You have to accelerate it. I have no other comment.
The acceleration of the early game has been what we've wanted to see from Immortals throughout the entire series long. They did a great job of it in that first game, mostly thanks to that recon from Charm.
Now, please, cheat towards the top side. Okay. Lane for the bottom scuttle grab.
They do still want to play around Charm. It's sort of a catch-22 where you want to do both at the same time, but you can only pick one because you're only one guy. Sort of just how jungle ends up working a lot of times. I know you've had that dilemma a lot of times in your own games. As Yikes flashes forward onto starting. What a satchel! Completely mitigates that. First blood is going to go over to Old School. Can Immortals bounce back in this one at all, or is Gume just going to be on the run? Max Green taken quite low by the Orb of Deception, but Rafa, they walk away with the Scuttle Crab, but Immortals lose first blood there.
A nice Charmer in the starting. He has no summoners or just outside of flash, but he flashes into the wall. Immortals will find vision.
Waiting for what moment?
Vision control from Tribe has been fantastic. T-Tiger's able to scoop right on it. Beautiful combo from Tribe. Dragon's Rage right into the body slam. Max Green even throwing out the explosive cast for good measure. Now Immortals now looking to see if they can get us something onto Chuck, but it looks like Chuck is too far away from the engage range of Iraqi Zoro, and Yikes, Immortals not able to find anything while Tribe boost themselves forward in this early game. Charge just like he's doing now, and Yikes knew that it was imperative to get over that wall because otherwise they would try to blow up the turret, but they find an engage. Immortal and Charm, they get the knock-up down. Chuck has been eliminated. The rest of Tribe, they had dedicated a couple members in Old School and T-Tigers to get the first dragon off the table, but Immortals don't have enough. Item power spikes have come online for most Immortal members. A beautiful pick on the start and cashing out a rotation. That's the play that you got to go for when you're Immortals, and they have found it onto starting the mid laner for Tribe. The rest of Tribe, though, are going to be able to regroup. They've picked up Hoon with that apprehend, forcing him to flash away. T-Tiger's looking for that Sonic Wave. Last Embrace, roots up 3, but no follow-up is needed.
And looking for these plays. Hoon still has it. Hoon knows what plays he can go for and what plays he needs to go for to keep his team alive. But Chuck does too.
Chuck wants to send Hoon back down to the Nexus Mountain. T-Tiger's following up, has the GA, so he knows that he's not going down anytime soon. Hoon is eliminated. 3 members on the other side of the map. They can look for a pick here.
I don't know how much control they actually do have over this objective. I'm feeling like they're going to want to dash out as soon as possible. Max Green starting to get right in. There is the engage, Rafa.
Huge kick from T-Tigers, but he goes down in the blink of an eye. Mega Inferno Bomb might be enough damage here. Chuck is going crazy, but it goes down. Yikes has to now defend Gume. He's the last defense standing. Tribe, they want to push them to the brink. Sonic Wave connects on to Gume. As long as he stays alive, Tribe will not be interested in running it down in a lane. They will just go and turn towards the Baron.
Baron over Dragon at this point. It's only Gume. He has this ultimate that he can maybe get into the pit, but he's not going to try. There's nothing that he could possibly gain from this. He doesn't have Smite. It's surely secured by T-Tigers as shown here. And
went in by himself, and now there's another fight potentially happening here. Max Green already popping the Gargoyle Stone Plate. Mega Inferno Bomb is huge. There goes Charm. The man that made all the engages possible for Immortals. Yikes, also falling by the wayside. Shotgun going for the resets. Noxia Guillotine. It takes down a Rocky Zoro. Gume on the run, bleeding out. Sonic Wave connects from Tribe. Hoon! Can he be the hero? Can he be the last man defending it? But Tribe, they have the Baron minions. They are preparing for the push. Tribe have stood at the top of the tables for so long. Immortals thought they could challenge it, but no one can challenge the kings of North America, as Tribe are your North American champions!
Let's go, Tribe! They have done it. They are the undisputed, unmistakable, irreplaceable, undoubted reigning